Uniquely designed, this class is not your average flow. It's quick and open to all levels. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. Close the eyes and settle into your space, finding calmness, relaxing the mind. Take a slow, deep inhale through the nose, followed by a slow, deep exhale through the nose. And if you're holding on to any tension in the body, now is the time to just release and breathe. And then blink the eyes open, and from your cross-legged seated position, go ahead and bring the right sole of the foot to the ground, knee sticking straight up towards the sky. Take the right fingertips to rest behind you. Inhale to reach the left arm towards the sky. Exhale to twist over to that right side. You can hook the left arm to the outside of the right knee. For every inhale, lengthen more, broaden through the chest. And for every exhale, twist a little deeper. And then slowly untwist, coming back through center, and take just a counter twist over to the left, bowing over to that side. And then come back up through center, extend the right leg out long to the right side. And then start to bend your right side body toward that right leg, and you can ground your right elbow if that's possible. Reach the left arm up overhead and then hover it above the ear, reaching the fingertips towards the right toes. So find length in the spine, swivel the chest towards the sky, and then swivel the torso down so now the chest is facing the right leg. And we'll walk the fingertips towards the right foot. And then bring it on back to center. So this time we'll bring the right leg back into that half cross-legged sit and grab the shin of the left leg. Go ahead and ground the left foot and then lift the right arm towards the sky. Ground the left fingertips. Inhale and exhale, twist over to the left side. So lengthen on the inhale and twist on the exhale, maybe even gazing back behind you. On your next inhale, find your way back through center and take just a little counter twist over to the right, bowing over, and then extend the left leg out long towards the front of the mat. And then start to bend your left ribs towards your left leg. Swivel the chest open towards the sky, and if you want to ground the left elbow, reach the right arm up overhead, hovering it above the ear, reaching those fingertips towards the left toe. And then look down at your left leg, bow forward over your left leg, maybe even reaching your chest towards the left toes. And then come back through center again. We'll make our way onto hands and knees into tabletop position. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back into your downward dog. And then inhale, shift forward so that your shoulders are right above your wrists, and then exhale, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward, coming onto the tippy toes. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale again, shift forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come forward, hold here, and then start to distribute your weight over to the left side, coming into side plank. We lift the right arm towards the sky, right foot stacks on top of the left. Reach the right arm overhead, reaching the fingertips forward. And then exhale, slowly transition out into your plank pose and downward dog. Inhale, shift forward again. This time we'll take side plank on the right side, so stacking left heel on top of the right. Hips rise high towards the sky. The left arm reaches up and over. And then bring that left hand back down to the mat, coming through your plank pose, and then exhale, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank pose this time. Exhale, chaturanga, bending the elbows in towards the ribs. Inhale, upward dog. We'll spend a moment here just to open the chest. So draw the shoulders back and then down away from the ears. And then find your way into downward dog, exhaling. Inhale to lift the right leg and sweep it forward to the top of your mat, coming into your warrior two. Arms reach in opposite directions and you're gazing over the right fingertips. The hips are active and trying to open. On the exhale, reverse your warrior, reaching that right arm back, getting a nice side body stretch. Inhale, come back through center to your warrior two. exhale, side angle. Right elbow comes to right knee. The left arm reaches up overhead. Inhale, come back through center again. Straighten that front leg. And then take warrior two to the back of the mat. So your feet will switch directions this time. Bending through that left knee. And then on the next exhale, reverse your warrior, reaching the left arm up and back. Inhale, come back through your warrior two. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to left knee. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, framing the left foot. Step the back foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale to halfway lift, pressing the palms into the shins, flattening the back, looking forward. And then exhale, fold back in. Bend the knees, plant the fingertips, step the left foot back, and then swivel both toes towards what is now your left edge of the mat. And we'll keep the torso folded with the crown of the head reaching towards the mat in a wide-legged forward fold. You can have the toes slightly sickle inward, and then if you want to grab the ankles, go ahead and do so, just to kind of bring the crown of the head closer to the ground. So not only are we getting a leg stretch, but we're also working on stretching the lower back and lengthening through the spine. Remember your breath. And then go ahead and release your grip if you're grabbing your ankles. Plant the fingertips right in front of you and heel toe your feet a few inches in towards each other. This time, the heels sickle in, the toes out. And inhale to rise up into your goddess pose. So we lift the torso, we bend the knees, sink the hips so that we have knee and ankle alignment. Inhale to broaden through the chest, and exhale to twist the torso over to the right, opening the arms up. Inhale back through center, exhale twist to the left. Inhale back through center, exhale fold forward over the legs and heel toe the feet in towards one another a little closer, heels still sickled in, toes pointing out. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing, exhale to squat down into your yogi squat. So the feet are wider than the hips, and we just snuggle the backs of the arms inside the legs and draw up all the way from the root of the spine through the crown of the head, broaden the shoulders, and remember the breath. Go ahead and plant the fingertips and lift the hips up towards the sky, and then walk towards the front of your mat again, finding yourself in forward fold. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, bend the knees, lift the torso, lift the arms towards the sky into your chair pose. And then release the arms behind the back, interlacing the hands. Inhale, puff the chest towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, fold the chest towards the legs, maybe even touching the knees. And the hands still clasped, reach for the sky. From here, go ahead and straighten the legs, still with your hands clasped, and forward fold. On the next exhale, release your hands to the ground. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale the palms to heart center and start to sink into your chair pose, but we're going to go even farther, so the heels lift off of the ground. Keep going until you're in your lowest squat. Hold here. On the next exhale, release the fingertips and the knees carefully to the ground. The toes are still tucked in. We just sit back onto the heels. Deep inhale. And on the exhale, release the fingertips back down to the ground and find your way into a seated position. Making our way into boat pose, we'll go ahead and bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet to the ground, extend the arms out long in front of us, lift the feet off of the ground. Knees can be bent or straightened for more of a challenge. Deep inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to hover above the ground, straightening the legs, lowering the torso and the legs right above the ground. Hold here, and then release everything to the ground. From here, bring the right sole of the foot to the ground right outside of the left knee. And then start to open your right knee over to the right, so we're in a reclined tree pose. Feel free to take the arms out to a T or to cactus arms to open more through the chest. And remember the breath. On the next inhale, draw the right knee back through center, extend it out long. Take a bend through the left leg this time, so the left sole of the foot is right outside of the right knee, and then start to open that knee up to the left side. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And then draw your left knee back in. And then bend both knees with both feet on the ground and let the knees fall over to the right side for a quick twist. And then back through center, over to the left. And then extend both legs out long, setting up for Shavasana. Let the arms extend out long by the sides, feeling the support of the ground beneath you. And for just this final moment, let the mind and the body be present, but not actively working, so not thinking about anything, just being. And then start to roll over onto one side into a fetal position. Lift yourself up away from the ground and find a seated position, any comfortable position. Eyes are still closed. And start to tuck the chin towards the chest, feeling a stretch in the back of the neck. And then slowly, carefully lift the chin towards the sky. And then back through center and take the left ear to the left shoulder. Carefully back through center again and take the right ear to the right shoulder. And back through center. Bring the palms to touch at heart center. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.